you haven't integrated your personality, and that's why you're falling into a spiritual psychosis. And you're seeing that a lot with people on TikTok, where they'll amass a large following of people. A few months in, a year in, you realize that they're a piece of shit, or they're racist, or if they're white, they always end up being racist. Or if they're black, like they're grifters, or they going back to this fucking Christianity or some stupid shit. And a lot of these motherfuckers on here be taking and using all the magic, and then they don't do no integration of the personality, or they treat psychology and shit like it's baby shit, and then they walk around and they can't even function around regular people in society. Like, I don't think the goal of spirituality is to say, well, I'm so different that I just can't be around anybody else. Like, no, you. So like, okay, so if you ever watched Spawn, right? There was a character named Coleostro, right? And me and my girl always talk about this character, right? He would. So for him to get over the curse of being a hellspawn or whatever, if you watch the show, you whatever. So give him, it was a curse, to get over the curse of being a hellspawn, he decided to just go and become a recluse. He just stopped participating in the game of trying to become a hellspawn. But in that reclusiveness, he didn't fully just run away from society. Like, he still participated in society. He still gotta go eat, get groceries and shit. It's just the majority of his time was spent in his room reading his books and doing whatever. But he still had to be a part of society. And later in the story, you find Spawn and whatever, and he would have never found Spawn if he wasn't still being a part of society, right? So it's like, you can be a recluse and all that shit, but like, half of the time y'all be having like, and I don't want to use the word demons, because demons be like, why the fuck you talking about me for? Y'all be having like these personality defects, and like, you don't think anything's wrong with you, or you don't see that anything's wrong with you, and then you start layering on top of that your already unstable base of personality. You start layering on top of that all these deep and profound spiritual concepts that your personality just isn't really ready to take in. Now, I'm gonna tell you a personal story from me. When I first got into spirituality, I'm learning shit ain't real. You can do whatever you want. This life ain't real. This and that. At the time, I'm dealing with a porn addiction, right? So instead of integrating and then getting rid of the addiction, what do? Well, this reality ain't real, so it don't fucking matter. I can do whatever the fuck I want. So what am I doing? I'm over here now with hookers and shit. I'm over here now masturbating more frequently, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have bad habits. It's not real. Like, no, it's real. Like, you niggas, it's real, bro. That's why y'all always see all these people going through shit. And you be like, yo, how is this nigga spiritual still going through shit? Because they have an integrated personality. You skipping steps. You're skipping steps. How can you understand deep spiritual concepts, which are very nuanced and never black and white, and you have fucking psychological disorders or psychological mishaps that you haven't addressed yet? It doesn't make any sense. You're still operating off the lower functions of your personality, but you're then researching very deep spiritual concepts. It doesn't make any sense. I have another example of this. I had a girl, right? She was a psychic, and I would send her the numbers I was thinking in my head, and she would receive them. She was really good at this shit, like phenomenal psychic, but she had no people skills. Like, that's a prison. It's like, what's the point of you to do all this shit? You can't even talk to people. Like, what is the point? You're gonna live in a cave by yourself for the rest of your fucking life? Like, that's not enjoyable to me, at least. Like, nah, you got, like, it's okay to be human, bro. It's okay to be human. Like, y'all niggas be trying so hard not to be human that you end up being human. Like, not being human is getting rid of all the personality defects and junk and all that shit. That's not being a human. So if you're still a slave to your personality, you're still a fucking human. And even me, sometimes I'm still a human. So I'm still slave to personality defects. anger and shit like that I got from my parents and being raised in hostile and shitty environments. But I gotta let that shit go. Every time I get mad, that's me being a fucking human again. So humans have human emotions. This is why the gods don't give a fuck about your emotions, because they don't have emotions the same way humans do. So they don't care about that shit. Like, they don't care about your bills not paid. They don't care about that shit. They're laughing at you, actually. They think that's just funny. Some of them think that's just dead ass funny. It's like, why would they give a fuck? They don't function. Niggas, some of them niggas, they've never existed physically, so they don't have no type of fucking recollection of that shit to feel bad with you for that shit. You're over there crying to fucking deities. They don't give a fuck. I mean, unless you know build a personal connection with them, that's different. You've been building a connection. You've been building a connection with a certain deity for years and years and years. That's different. That goes with humans too, though. If you had a relationship with somebody, and of course you can cry on their shoulder versus somebody you just met. But y'all have to stop skipping steps. So lastly, I'm gonna tell you this is the last story, right? I had a friend, he wanted to start messing with demons. He starts to mess with King Paimon. Now, never done any type of summoning, and he's trying to summon an entity. That's like Naruto trying to summon the fucking level 5 Toad when he didn't even summoned the first little shit yet. So he summons King Paimon. A month later, he ends up a fucking drug addict on pills because you didn't integrate the personality. You still have self-esteem issues, self-worth issues, self-belief issues, and then you're doing all this ritual magic and using demons and shit, and them niggas will chew your ass apart any day because they don't give a fuck about your humanity. So why would he not have fun with that shit? So my friend ends up on fucking pills and shit after fucking trying to summon King Paimon. You can't fuck with shit like that if you haven't done this psychological shit yet. Like, y'all gotta stop acting like that shit is baby shit or it's that shit, old shit. Like, no. Or I don't have a personality type. Just you saying that, I already know your type of personality. You have a personality type. That you have a personality. I'm sorry. Maybe anybody doesn't think that they're exempt from this shit, but you have a personality. Unless you're just gonna wake up and stare at a fucking wall like this. That's what not having a personality or any type of spirit, any in you looks like. You would just be a fucking robot. So you have a personality. You do things based off that personality and how you were raised in your environment and all that other shit, all of those psychological things, and you need to get in touch with that shit before you start trying to mess with more advanced concepts, because you're not fucking ready yet. And you're gonna fuck yourself up. Like I fucked myself up. Like, sure, yeah, I just mentioned, and then I gave you 3 examples. Do the psychology shit first. Integrate the personality, integrate the shadows, and then start focusing on the heavy lifting of spirituality. Stop skipping fucking steps. Lastly, most of these people on here don't know what the fuck they're talking about. That's why they tell you stupid shit to do and don't give you shit step by step. I'm gonna give you shit step by step because it's just common motherfucking sense. Spirituality is just common sense. Perfect example. The same way you make fucking friends in real life is the same way you make friends with deities. The same way you say, hey, what's up? How you doing? That's the same shit you do with deities when you're trying to fucking summon them. It's the same thing. It's not different than real life, because it is real life. So stop trying to fucking masquerade and do all this other shit, because I can see right through you. I can see when people haven't integrated their personality. I can see that shit. I can see it by the shit you pay attention to, your reactions to shit, you stealing ideas from people and shit, all this shit. I can see it. Half you niggas haven't integrated your personality. You haven't. It's actually fucking annoying to see, because then you see these same people with all these followers and shit. I'm just like, bro, how? This nigga, I can look at this nigga and tell he ain't doing shit. You ain't doing no real work, bro. I can look at you. I could just hear you speak and know that shit is true, bro. Just by the way you talk and carry yourself. You didn't integrate the personality. And that's just gonna come out, and then in another few years, niggas will be saying you're cloned and shit. It's like, nah, he's not cloned. The nigga just never integrated his personality, and now you're seeing the fallout of that. It's really that's fucking simple. I'm trying not to yell at you niggas, but this shit is just really just fucking shit. Just gotta be common sense. It just has to be common sense. Stop over complicating this shit. It's really not complicated. It's like whatever the fuck you want to do. But make sure you integrate the personality first, so you're not tripping over yourself when you start to work with other shit. Because you'll hear just like I heard, oh, this shit's not real, and then just start fucking feeding your addictions because it's not real. It's stupid.